Hello guys, welcome back to some more Crash Twinsanity. In the last episode we completed the mission Cavern Catastrophe, managed to make our way out the caves with Cortex alive, unfortunately. In the last episode we also met the two main antagonists of this game, Vincent and Maurice, which are two aliens, trying to take over Insanity. Crash and Cortex are actually going to be teaming up for once. How about that? Let's go see what Cortex wants.
You have to help me, Crash. You heard them. They want to destroy our island home, humiliate and enslave you, and steal my brain. How I envy the simple life of the tribesfolk. Living in harmony with Mother Nature. The noble boar, the humble bumblebee. Ah!
This guy is literally the most unluckiest person in the world. And Cortex is not just under attack by the two aliens now, he's now under attack by a group of swarming bees as well. This guy just can't get a break, okay? So now we have to protect Cortex as he makes his way through this. I do quite like these levels actually, these segments of the game where you have to protect Cortex in situations like this. So levels like this, I'm just going to jump up and help Cortex that way. Although I don't think I can. Right, I'm just going to carry on. I was going to make my way through that bit, but I can do that anyway. Honestly, I don't know why I'm really helping Cortex right now, especially considering he's tried to kill me so many times in the past, but at least he wants to help me stop those evil twins, so I'm guessing I'm going to have to help him at this point. He's under attack by a swarm of bees and we're going to help him. Come on, Cortex, you could surely stop those bees from attacking you. But he's just running around literally like he can't do anything about it. In fact, he's even got a beehive on top of his head and he's actually still going in the right direction, which is quite surprising. How does he know where he's going unless there are literally two holes in the beehive that he can see through? Oh, there's another gem here. Nice. Did I pick up a gem back there? Yes I did. I thought I did. And now he's got a bear after him as well. How unlucky can Cortex get? I just love the fact though this bear is literally running around like he's out of breath already. He's only started chasing after Cortex for a few seconds. It literally looks like he is run out of breath already. He's getting closer and closer to him though. And when we get past this tree, he literally does run out of breath. Poor guy, you almost had Cortex there, mate. If I was that bear, even if I was out of breath, I would just keep going, especially if Cortex was that close. And Cortex has now been taken away. Good old Papu Papu. Remember him from the first Crash game and Crash Team Racing? So now the main part of the level is going to begin. I actually do quite like that. I do like the music that plays though. This music actually is very similar to the music that plays in Cavern Catastrophe, slightly remixed in a way. I mean, Cavern Catastrophe's music was so good though. This game does have a fantastic soundtrack for the most part, really. I'm just going to make my way through quickly. Hopefully I can do it without these guys spotting me. Oh, that is so clumsy. Right, let's go. Just going to take my time with this and just make sure that these tri-folks do not see me. Oh. Just going to take my time with this very carefully. I don't want to rush my way through this too much because I know if I do start rushing ahead I am going to end up dying on this constantly, so I just want to make sure I take my time with this and just get through this as nice and neatly as possible without fucking things up. Oh, just like that. So for this bit I'm going to take my time with it very carefully. I'm just going to make sure I bounce that TNT crate, come back, and then when he's not looking, just run away across that way. Just making sure I do this carefully without rushing it too much. Right, let's go. My way through as quick as possible while he's not looking. Well, to be honest, I'm quite surprised that the guys in the boat do not give a shit that the fact that Crash is in the boat with them. If I literally just jump in the boat here, these guys do not give a shit that I'm actually in here, especially considering those guys up there. If they saw Crash, they'll want him dead straight away. These guys here just do not give a shit. I just love the fact those guys at boats just do not give a shit if Crash is in the boat with them. But these guys here, if they see Crash, they'll want him dead on sight. Just go way through, just careful. I want to make sure I kill these horrible animals as well once we... Just going to do this carefully. Just not going to rush my time with this, just make sure I wait for the perfect time to go without rushing things. So once we've taken these things out, we literally avoided the tribesfolk. Well, at least we're away from there for now. I'm going to show you guys another glitch actually. This guy didn't even attack, and I literally just ended up taking damage from this guy. So the best way to take these guys out is to slide attack them, but even if you touch these pointy things by accident, before they even throw the attack, sometimes they will hit you, and they will do damage to you, which is bullshit. Okay, so there's an extra life here, so I'm going to quickly grab it. There is one part of this game actually I am dreading. When we do that walrus chase in high sea hijinks, that is the bit I'm actually dreading a little bit, because no matter how many times I play it, that part of the game always has me dying loads of times. And that is the part of the game where I always keep getting game overs, because I always keep screwing it up. Well, I think that's 3 gems? Yes, it is. Okay, the last 3 gems I think are located inside the tribe folks' hideout area. Papu Papu's going to be in there just resting, and while Cortex is literally trapped. While Cortex is kidnapped. Whoops. Did I just lose a life then? At least I've got a gem over there, we'll just make our way up here. I'm not going to worry about these guys. So we're now going to go inside this little tribe village, and we're going to go rescue Cortex. Just grab the lives next, I might need them. Or I didn't pick Aku Aku up. Yep, could do with it. Do it with his assistance. So Cortex is in trouble. Let's go rescue him. Before we do that though, before I worry about dealing with it, I'm just going to make sure these guys are out of the picture. Obviously I don't want to deal with these guys. Sometimes when you slam on the worm as well, sometimes it can be so easy for these guys to hit you with their spikes and do damage to you, and if not, just take you out. So while we're around here though, I'm just going to... Oh. I thought I actually took damage then, even when Aku Aku was still on me, but... I didn't realise Aku Aku invincibility ended. I swear the invincibility of Aku Aku in this game ends much quicker in this game than any other Crash game. I haven't fully counted it, I might be wrong on that, but it does feel like the invincibility in this game does, you know, end much quicker than all the other Crash games. And one thing I did find a bit disappointing is that there is no music playing when Crash has 3 Aku Aku masks on him. I don't know why that is. I don't know. I'd say why the developers did not do that for Crash. When Crash goes invincible for a short period of time, I don't understand why they didn't include any music with that. Yeah, it's a bit of a shame actually, considering how great the soundtrack is in this game. I think out of all the Crash Bandicoot games, this game could possibly have the best soundtrack in a Crash Bandicoot game. I actually really do like the soundtrack of this game. I actually think it suits the atmosphere of Crash Bandicoot really well, if you ask me. Before we go slam on those worms though, let's go up here and let's go collect the 2 gems. There are 2 gems so far I need to go collect. Whoops. So I was saying, the music in this game is actually really good. The music for the... Ooh. Whoops. I don't know what happened there. The music for this apparently is composed by like a band that only make music with their mouths or something. Yeah, so I've heard anyway. I mean, if they managed to make all this music with just their mouths, that was very impressive. Yeah, I think quite a few YouTube reviews have pointed out when I watch videos of this game, and yeah, it's actually quite a well-made soundtrack, believe it or not. You'd think people making music with like just their mouths, yeah, it just wouldn't work, but somehow these guys are, yeah, somehow these guys are proving it does work. Oops. Ouch. Okay, that did not go. I've got to take these guys out again. Ugh. Oh well. Oops. I hate these guys so much. It's so easy for these guys to deal damage to you. Even when they have an attack, they can still do damage to you. It's bullshit. Probably one of the most annoying glitches in the game. I'll worry about the other tri-fog damage in a second. I'm going to go over here and just grab that gem. I'll make my way through this just carefully. Ah. Okay, third attempt. I need to time this very carefully. Just hope I can time this just right. I've done this before in the past, but sometimes it's still... Sometimes I still can time these wrong, no matter how many times I do it. Like, oh, I should have double jumped over there instead. Oh well. Okay, we'll head up here again and go grab that gem quickly. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ah. Okay, let's go grab this other gem. The last gem is just over here. Thankfully, when we jump along these, we don't have to do any timing. Thankfully, this gem is actually pretty easy to get, thankfully. That is 5 out of 6 gems, just one more gem to go. The last gem is located where we're getting chased by tribesmen after we've rescued Cortex. Before we do rescue Cortex though, let's go check out Papu Papu's hut. Here's Papu Papu. Shame I can't bounce his belly though. Boing, boing, boing. It would be so cool if the game did let you bounce his belly though. And you could exit the hut like Crash did in the first Crash game in the Insane Trilogy. When he beat Papu Papu, Crash will jump on his belly and just bounce straight out of Papu Papu's house. I wish you could do that in this game, that would be so cool. Shame that this game doesn't let you bounce on Papu Papu's belly at all. Such a shame. Before we go any further, I'm just going to quickly grab an Aku Aku Mask just in case we do bump into any trouble. Oh, it's an Aku Aku Mask right here actually. Oh well. Okay, some more tribesmen around here. Of course there is. I think I should be able... yeah. Don't have to worry about these tribesmen, thankfully. Please, these guys can't attack me while I've got the invincible Aku Aku. Yeah, I swear the invincible Aku Aku doesn't last as long in this game. It doesn't really bother me that much, to be honest, because we all know Aku Aku is a bit useless in this game. As we've seen, when literally Aku Aku does not protect Crash from TNT and Nitro crates whatsoever. Okay, now I need to bounce on the worm and rescue Cortex. And now we're being chased. Well, it looks like Papu Papu isn't coming after me. Yeah, he can't be arsed, can he? He just wants his guys to chase after me just because I kept bouncing on his belly in his house. I pressed the X button to jump then and nothing happened. Like, again just then. Okay, I can't take my time this too much, but I just want to be careful. Make sure I jump over these just fine without... Sometimes when I press the X button, sometimes Crash won't always jump over properly. I think it kind of depends on how close Crash is to the edge, I guess. Grab this gem. I think that's all the gems in here. Yep, that is every single gem collected in this level. There's one more gem needs to collect in the Sanity Island area, but once we finish this mission, we'll be in that part of the Sanity Island area. we'll grab that gem once we head there, and that'll be every single gem located in the first level area. We made it. We escaped that chase. The walrus chase in this game though is so much more trickier. I think the problem with the chase segments in this game, I think, is that the camera doesn't move back enough to see what's in front of you. Sometimes it can be very difficult to react to what's in front of you sometimes. That's a problem I have, especially with the walrus chase in this game. Give us more lives, nice.
Oh, Crash. The farmer's market is tomorrow, and my wampa trees won't grow, for my orchard is riddled with greedy worms. If you rid my land of these pests, I'll give you this power crystal.
I'm an evil scientist. What do you expect? This isn't a game.
This is a game, Cortex. It's a video game. Crash Twinsanity. You'll notice there that was a little bit of a reference to Jak and Daxter precursor. Actually, when the farmer says, "Do this for me, I'll give you this power crystal," that's a bit of a reference for when you get set a task in Jak and Daxter, when you basically have to do a task for someone to get their power cell.
Come along!
I just love using Cortex's head to just smash things. It's so satisfying. I can't lie. So over here, we're going to have this boss battle. Oh, I remember this. I hate this boss battle, by the way.
I tell you, you boys have been doing swell. Just swell. Anyhow, we've been taking in the sights of Sanity Island here. Nice digs. So much to see, so much to destroy. You got the native village, the lava caves, the totem gods. Yeah, back in the 10th dimension, we don't have anything near as nice as the totem gods. The vivid colors, the intricate carving, you know, it's almost as if they're alive. Yeah. Almost. Exactly as if they're alive.
And now we have to fight this totem god thanks to those aliens. I can't lie though, I am not a fan of this boss fight. I just don't think it's a well designed boss fight, and it's just so annoying to chuck Cortex in his mouth. Sometimes it takes many attempts to throw Cortex inside his mouth. Hopefully I'll get lucky today, and hopefully it will only take like 3 attempts to chuck Cortex's mouth, but I think that's what kills this boss fight for me sometimes. There we go, I've done it that time. It's like, if you've played this boss fight before, I think you'll know sometimes how annoying it is to chuck Cortex in this guy's mouth. Not only that, but I don't find this boss battle that challenging at all. I think it's actually a pretty easy boss battle, and I just don't think it's a good boss battle, to be honest. It's just my opinion, unfortunately, but it's just what I think of this boss battle. So I need to chuck this guy in his mouth again when the time comes, just avoid his melt. His attacks are pretty easy to avoid, to be honest. It's quite an easy boss fight. And I will show you guys a little glitch actually once you've beaten this boss fight. If you've played Crash Twinsanity, I think you'll be very aware of the glitch I'm about to show you once you've beaten this boss fight. So I'm going to show you that once I've taken out this totem god. Come on, this thing does look a bit intimidating, to be fair, but he's just not a powerful boss, if you ask me. Is he going to open his mouth? Yes, he is. Got him in. It only took 3 attempts. Wow, I got lucky. Usually when I play this boss fight, usually it takes so many attempts to chuck Cortex in his mouth. Because you have to be so precise when you do it.
Oh, nuts! There's nuts? Well, you gave it your best shot. But even now, our vice versa reversa device is in operation, sucking the goodness out of this dimension and leaving behind the worst of all possible worlds. We just like making a mess. See you all, losers! Say, is it lunchtime yet?
10th dimension. Yes, yes! In the dark ocean of my intellect swims a magnificent whale of a plan. To the laboratory! We're not beaten yet. The game is on. Come along!
So now this boss is dead, I'm just going to quickly activate this checkpoint quickly because I do not want to redo this boss fight again. I've already told you guys how much I hate that boss battle, so I really don't want to do it again. Even if this boss fight's dead, if you jump on him, ever so touch him, you will take damage even after the boss fight is dead. If you touch him, you take damage and you die. If I didn't activate this checkpoint box, the checkpoint box over there would be activated and I'd have to redo this boss fight again. That is something I do not want to do. So that's why I want to activate this checkbox. If I had to do that boss fight again, I will not be happy. Whoops. Got my life back, so I'm 25 lives. Very nice. The last gem is located just down here. Let's go get it. There's our final gem. Very nice. That's all the gems now collected at Sanity Island. We've now got all the gems in the main levels in the Sanity Island area. So now we're done with this area, we're now going to head to the Iceberg Lab area just over in the distance. We're going to steal the tribesmen boat and we're going to make our way over there. Come onto my boat, ferryman. I can take you to the other place. We're now in the second area, the Iceberg Lab area. Okay, so in the next episode we're going to be exploring the Iceberg Lab area. Area number 2. Okay guys, I'm going to end this episode here. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, please be sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe. We'll keep updated with the Crash Twinsanity episodes uploaded to my channel. And next episode we'll explore Iceberg Lab and get into Cortex's lair. Hope to see you all then. Thank you so much for watching. This is goldiex and I'm out.